there's a fairly wide-ranging discussion today. We talked quite a bit about the relationship between young people and outdoor space, and in particular the idea of the pocket park, the wild space, that the in-between space, the brownfield site that happens in housing areas that, if it's not recognised as a useful play space, sometimes would just get built on. On the other hand, if it is recognised, then somebody might do something that sanitises it rather than actually use it.
We know that children love to use the streets. Children play most of the time in the streets, and that adults quite often hate children using the street and will move the children on from outside their space. Children use public space, and adults want a nice, quiet public space to sit in. Children use parks and run around kicking a ball when adults want to sunbathe. How do we start thinking about how we can reconcile that?
And somebody had put a log on a string and you could swing on that. And my mum could just sit there with my brothers and play, and my dad could push me on the swing, and it was that was the only thing that was there. But we used to spend hours there.
Absolutely.
And we made such a good day out of that.
I think it's really sad the way open space and play space is designed these days. I think it's designed from the basis of how can I cover my backside in designing this so that I'm not going to get criticised for creating places where flashers can jump out or child molesters can hide, and it just sanitises it.
There was a bit of discussion around the role of young people and how we can provide for the needs of young people, the sort of older young people, around their need for privacy and their need for secluded space, but also the need for some sort of security and the need to be in the centre of things somehow, and alongside that, the distrust and sometimes fear that the older generations feel for them, and how those can be reconciled in some way. We explored a little bit of the idea of intergenerational things, so that perhaps a way forward would be to provide activities that were attractive both to young people and to older people, so they start to break down those barriers between the two.